Hi everyone, it's Yolanda. Gosh, I know it's been a really long time since I've done a video, so I thought today I would just pop on and film this cute little journal that I am working on. I'm so rusty, I swear I filmed this video like 30 times. Gosh, I just ramble and don't make any sense, but nothing new, right? All right, so I follow this page on Instagram. I think it's called Pop Up Art Class or Pop Up Art something, but the instructors are, I'm probably going to mess this up. Ray Missigman and Sandy Keene. And they have a few workshops, and I will link the workshop down below. But they have a workshop called Pocket Journals. It's actually that name is actually trademarked, and it's just a little tiny junk journal. And I've been wanting to take the class because their photos on Instagram just sucking me right in. They have like all these cute little journals. So I bit the bullet, bought the class, and I'm not done with it. This is just what I have so far, but I posted some pictures on Instagram and Facebook, and some of my YouTube crafty friends commented saying it's been a long time since we've seen a video from you, and and could I do a tutorial? And so I thought, you know what, I'll just come on real quick and do a video. Now, sadly, I can't do a tutorial because it's a paid workshop, and I don't think that the creators of that class would appreciate me doing that, but I can just share it with you and just tell you that it's a basic junk journal in regards to its construction and what you fill it with. But what makes the class unique is that these two ladies have a very neat style and great ideas and neat things that they do. And what I like is that there's two sets of videos. So you get a journal made by one of the teachers and then another journal made by one of the other ones. So you get their different perspective and their different styles. And so you learn, some new stuff. So that's what I really liked about it. But this morning I got up, made my coffee. Everyone was still asleep, and I got right to it. Excuse me. So I'm just going to do a quick little flip through and show you what I've done. So it's called pocket journals because they're small. They're only about 4.5 inch tall by about 3.5 inch wide. And I did notice one thing when you paint your canvas. Let me back up. The covers are canvas material, and you have signature covers, and then you have the outside cover. So they suggest you can use any kind of fabric, but one of the things is, canvas, you can paint on it. And I did notice that even though I cut my canvas to the dimensions instructed, once I gessoed and painted, I think it shrunk a little bit because the journal is a little smaller than what it should be, or maybe I didn't measure right. But even on these that I cut out, this is for my next one, I cut them out to size, and I noticed that when I measured them again, they are a little smaller. So maybe I'll have to go up about 1/4 inch so that they shrink down to the actual size that I need. Okay, so it is 2 signatures sewn into the cover, and you are to take 15 different sheets of whatever, tags, receipts, ephemera, sheet music, cardstock, pattern paper, tags, whatever you want, and then you sew it in just using a pamphlet stitch. So that's not hard. I'll just do a quick little flip through. I have some sheet music and a tag and pattern paper, an old Netflix tear. When the DVDs used to come in the mail, you would open it up and that part would tear off. Dictionary paper, work order forms, postcards, cardstock, work tickets or job tickets, vintage papers and pattern paper and tea-dyed tags, and this is all the rest of what I just showed you. But let me show you that Netflix, why I saved it. So even though it's covered, it says something about gossip, and then it has these two ladies, but I really liked it. That's why I saved it. But you can't really read it because I stitched it right in the middle. More pattern paper, This was a tag and I just scalloped it on the other end. So, okay, and then the same. This was a file folder. I just cut it down and then folded it. Pattern paper, more of those work tickets or job ticket. I don't know what you call them, but vintage stuff. Pattern paper that I scalloped. A big gigantic tag. This is a background that I made out of using alcohol inks on Yupo paper, which is super cool. I've had alcohol inks for quite a while, but never really used them much. And they are really, really neat. I'm sure a lot of you know that. But I have a good friend who is, that's her media of choice. And so she had me over one day prior to this COVID quarantine stay-at-home orders back in March. So it was like early March. She had me over one day, and it was heaven because it was like pouring down rain. It was just her and I at her home, and her house is nice and quiet. All her kids are grown and gone, and it was raining, and we were sitting in her dining room. She had the tables all set up, and just watching and listening to the rain and creating. So it was lots of fun. But I did this paper. This background, and just the same thing, envelopes, cardstock, pattern paper, tags, piece of canvas, more paper, punch card or time card. So that's it. So you just create 2 signatures and sew them into your cover. And then, like I said, or I don't know if I did say, it's not done. I have to add the closure, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do it exactly the way they do it in the workshop. And then I want to add some ribbon, some seam binding, which I'm going to dye, and I want to add it to the binding to cover that spine. But I don't know if I already said this, but I gessoed and painted on the covers, and then I did some stenciling. I did some background stamping, and I sprayed it with some glimmer mist and did a little doodling. I ruined a pin. If anyone can suggest a pin to do doodling, you see, or the outline. I used to have this pin. I don't know what happened to it, but I can't even remember who it was by, but it was really good for writing on things that had been painted or Mod Podged. I know Scarlet Lime used to have one. They don't sell it anymore. And then they came out with a replacement, and then that one didn't work very well, but there's a pin out there that works good for the doodling. So I bought this one at Michael's today. It's the Artist Loft illustration pin, and I don't know, let's see if that's gonna work. I was also going to try this Precise B7 Pilot pin. I was going to try this one, knowing that I potentially might just ruin them, but anyhow. So yeah, that's, where did I put, oh, here it is, put my rubber band. So that's the little journal I'm working on. I will link the class down below, check it out. I really, like I said, I really like the 2 different instructors and their spin on it, like their different perspective, and you can always learn something from something new from somebody, like something cool that you might not have tried. But yeah, so that's it, and thanks for watching, and sorry that it's been so long. Life just gets in the way, and then the apocalypse happened, so just turned our worlds upside down. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some more videos because I have been machine embroidering. I got a new multi-needle machine. Well, not a new, I got my first multi-needle machine, and I've been embroidering some really cool hooded towels for kids, and t-shirts, and just some other stuff. But I really want to share that part of my crafty side with all of you. So anyhow, stay tuned. Maybe I can get some videos done. So thanks for watching, and until next time, stay well. Alrighty, bye.